Team New Zealand's up and running in Barcelona, the America's Cup defenders becoming the sixth and final team to hit the water. Preliminary racing begins in a few short weeks' time. Team CEO Grant Dalton has been flat out most of the year getting the team and the event, of course, ready. And he joins us now live from the team's base in Barcelona. Kia ora, Grant. So how ready are you and the team?
We're pretty good, actually. Travelled quite well. The boat got here a couple of weeks ago safely. We're out sailing every day. We're watching the opposition, who actually look pretty handy, and I think everybody's in a good spot.
So how is the boat going? You've held off revealing your foils until you got there. Have you got them on? How fast are they?
Well, they're certainly faster than the last ones, but everybody's like that. But at the moment, they're so covered in cameras that the drag on them doesn't allow us to really check on the numbers. But you know, on the computer, which is where it all starts, they look just fine, and we've pushed it pretty hard like we always do. They're certainly slightly more radical than anybody else is running at the moment.
Oh, that's good to hear. OK, so you're feeling quite confident.
Well, yes, but, you know, guarded, of course, because this is a sports event.
I hear you. Hey, look, I have to ask, as the America's Cup approaches, some Kiwis perhaps haven't forgiven you for taking this event away from New Zealand. What do you have to say to them from a very sunny Barcelona?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, of course, but what I would say is I think we foresaw quite early what the economy in New Zealand was going to be like about now, and, you know, I don't know, certainly in my lifetime I don't remember it being this bad, and we could never have expected taxpayers to put money in. If you win the event like we have, it's $100 million just to run the event, and in New Zealand that would be impossible to raise.
Came down to funding, didn't it? And can you tell us how much more have you been able to raise by taking the Cup to Barcelona? Are we looking at a few more million, tens of millions, more than that?
Yeah, significant amount, actually, because we're running the Youth and Women's America's Cup. We're building a series of hydrogen boats. We're launching a World Championship of e-sport where we're going to put the winners onto a boat. So we've been able to do a range of things that we would not have been able to do to increase the sport and increase their visibility being here in Barcelona through sponsorship.
Can you put a number on it for us, Grant? How much more you've managed to bring in?
Well, the team's fully funded and the event's fully funded. Probably, you know, 20 million Kiwi, something like that. Probably more. I just have to do the numbers, but yeah, it's probably north of 20 million Kiwi more being raised.
Okay. Hey, you've got the women's team, the first ever Women's America's Cup team. How are they tracking? I understand that the Kiwi women's team's being affected by the Olympics.
Well, affected, I don't know whether it's affected, it's actually an advantage because, you know, we've got the best the country's got. They're out training at the moment, the other teams, and so I noticed a couple of the women of our team are here at the moment. So we'll be out soon, our 40s arrive and they'll start training straight after the Olympics. What I can say is that it's going to be a hot competition because there's a lot of talented women and youth as well. So it's a, you know, regattas within a regatta, but I think with them being live on Warner Brothers Discovery and also Stuff, you know, you're going to see some really good racing between the youth and the women's America's Cups as well. OK, we're looking forward to it. You managed to get the plug in there. Well done. Thank you so much. That is Team CEO Grant Dalton.